Most of us know the difference between a coach, mentor, teacher, and a counselor. And recently, I came across something called as a mind mentor. So I thought of getting someone who is a mind mentor herself. Hi, I am Prashant Uttekar, a learning enthusiast, and you are listening to the Relearning Podcast Shorty. And with me is Neha Mehta, who is a mind mentor and has a doctorate in training and development. She has worked as a HR professional in various sectors.
Yeah. Hi, Prashant. Thanks for having me here. Let me straight come to the point.
Sure.
Mind mentoring is basically about helping you read your own mind. It is not about mind reading. It is more so about self-exploration, self-reflection, and more so self-awareness. Now, you would be perhaps surprised to know, or perhaps we all know, that usually in a day, we cross nearly 40 million thoughts.
Right.
So what happens here is that imagine if somebody goes through 40 million thoughts, it is definitely going to be a little difficult to navigate or perhaps bifurcate which are the ones we should focus on and which are the ones we should probably discard. Right. So mind mentoring is one of the ways to help you navigate these thoughts
into the right direction. But help me here. How do you know it's the right direction?
What happens is what we think is basically understood or implied that it is the outcome of the mind.
Right.
We feel that our mind is telling us something, but it is noteworthy to actually understand that it is the other way around. We are doing and we are saying this to our mind. And that is why our mind is functioning the way we want.
Interesting.
Basically, my clients are some of them are very open to apparently looking at mind mentoring only as a self-exploration journey.
Okay.
You know, they wanted to explore themselves. They really wanted to understand, I have so many thoughts in my head, especially, very honestly, especially these entrepreneurs. When they really want to start something new, have had a startup. So they really want to know, there are so many things, there are so many ideas in my head. How do I understand which ones to keep and which ones to discard?
Okay.
So they want to explore, this is basically an exploration journey. So the tools that I have will basically give me an edge where I assess your mind. If you are looking for a paradigm shift in terms of, how do I read my mind? Because when you do it alone, understand which thoughts to keep and which thoughts not to keep. But the tools I have will be basically with some structured questionnaire, with certain, root cause analysis and stuff like that.
Right.
Which will make them understand that, okay, I need to answer these questions. And basically when you are, coming out with these answers is where you will know that, okay, here is where my blind spots are. These are, your blind spots or your certain blockages in your head, which was not allowing you to go at a place where you will feel, okay, now all the other noise is gone. And now whatever I'm left with is what I need to evaluate on.
If I have to use one word for describing this, it's like decluttering, right?
Decluttering, filtration process, you may want to call all that.
Okay, very interesting.
Decluttering your mind.
More often than not, even if you pay and you know that you are assessed or you are judged, you tend to give the right answer and not the answer that you really feel. How do you ensure that piece?
What I do basically is that the tool is devised in such a way that at any one point of time in those 4 sessions or, somewhere in those 1 hour or 90-minute session or something like that, somewhere the part where the blind spot is or the part where you feel that, the person was only trying to give the right answer or was manipulating it the way so that the assessment comes in his favor or her favor would be recorded somewhere, and that part will be taken care of in the assessment.
But how do you know?
It will definitely come out in the assessment.
So what is the assessment? Now I'm really curious about the assessment.
So the assessment basically has the model of reality. It is basically divided into various segments. One is the root cause analysis.
Okay.
One is the model of reality, and the third is the ego. The person who's conscious or subconscious deals with, we deal with our ego, superego.
Right.
The other segment is subjective definitions, perceptions, and phrases. So at one point of time, what is right to me could be wrong to you. So we work around your set of definitions, values, belief system, perceptions, and all those things. So these are the segments that I work on. While there is a questionnaire, there is also a customized approach to everything that I take. So we also go with the flow as far as, the sessions are concerned. Nice. In fact, if you want, I can give you an example of one of the segments that we do.
That would help, yeah.
I in fact like to give an example of a client, though this was long ago. Let's say this client's name is Meera. Mm-hmm. I mentored her in identifying what were her challenges and what she was going through. So she one of the times she said, Neha, I just want to start something on my own. It's been long that I've been doing what I've been doing, and suddenly I realize that I don't enjoy it. And this is sometimes something that most of us go through, maybe midlife crisis, you may want to call it, or something which is nowadays very, very common.
Right.
But this was again long time ago. And I asked her, so this process that I took with her is called a root cause analysis. Okay. Mm-hmm. A very, very basic thing that I was trying to do is asking the reasons or checking on the whys of everything. WHY.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So do you realize in this entire process that she did not actually want to start her own business? She actually wanted to address acceptance and people issues. What her challenge was that she was avoiding that instead of addressing that. So you see how this mentoring helps. I would perhaps, take a very interesting analogy of, like playing a video game. Okay. Perhaps playing video games. And we realize that at every, games, we have levels to cross. Level 1 is very basic. At certain level 6 or, 7, it is intermediate. Then it is advanced. Then it is super advanced or something like that. It is exactly what I do or what we do with our minds. Our mind is huge. The more we dive deeper into our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, our processes, our belief systems, our, values, so much of it, our definitions, our, the thing that we kind of get into subjectivity, our positives, our negatives, our challenges, our fears, our strengths, our weaknesses, the more we deep dive into, the more levels we are crossing in understanding ourselves and our mind. So it is like, the first level you cross, you feel more excited that, okay, what next? Right. What do I know more about myself that I still didn't knew? We come across our own self so many times that, I didn't know I was good with writing. I didn't know I could draw so well. I didn't know I had a creative side to me also.
I didn't know I could do this podcast.
Exactly.
Right. So that's a very good summary. I think that's a perfect way to close this as well. Thank you so much, Neha, for introducing us to a new term called as mind mentoring. And I'm confident that, lots of people will surely need this. And I just wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prashant. Thank you, firstly, for having me here. And I hope this helps you. All the best for your podcast. I really know you're very passionate about this. And congratulations. You're really doing a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Cheers.